Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Wendy's Kooky Crochet Tutorial. In this video we are going to be making a little drawstring purse or a drawstring pouch. We're going to make this in our buff color, so we're going to do it buff and black to match our Boogie Man outfit, but you can do this in any color you want and it'll come out super cute. So what you're going to need is, I'm using 2 strands together of the buff color, and then I'm going to need, you can either like half it or you can get 2 different skins of the buff color, and then I'm also going to use black, so I'm going to need 2 skeins of black to work together. I'm using my 6mm crochet hook. You're going to need a stitch marker, yarn needle, and a measuring tape and scissors. So to get started, we're going to make a magic ring, and if you don't know how to make a magic ring, I have a video on that. So you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to make 8 half double crochets in your magic ring. There's 1, and I'm doing this pretty tight just because it's going to be like a bag that we're going to carry like a cell phone and maybe a compact and you know, that type of thing in. 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 7, and 1 more is 8. Now we're going to pull our magic ring closed, tight as we can get it. And now we're just going to work in continuous rounds, and I need 8 inches to fit like a cell phone in and a compact in, like a little lipstick case. So I'm going to work 2 half double crochets in each stitch all the way around. So there's 1, but I'm going to mark the first one that I made, that way I do not get lost. So round 2 will have a total of 16 half double crochets. 2, 15, and 16. Alright, and if your magic ring kind of works its way out, just go ahead and pull it tight again, and if you want to, I'm going to go ahead and work this in now so I don't have to mess with that again, but you could wait till the end if you wanted to, but I'm going to work mine in right now. Grab both of these. Okay. Alright, round 2 had 16 stitches in it. Now round 3, you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the first stitch, mark that stitch, then you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and you're going to repeat that pattern all the way around. So round 3 will have a total of 24 stitches. So 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, 2 half double crochets in the stitch after that, and repeat it all the way around. Alright, that was round 3, and I had a total of 24 stitches in it. In our next round, round 4, we're going to do, 1 half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. So here, let's mark that first stitch. So there's 1, 2, and then 2 half double crochets in our next stitch. So it's kind of 3, 4. Now round number 4 will have a total of 32 stitches. So repeat that pattern all the way around. 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch, and repeat all the way around. Alright, now here is our round 4 done. Our round 5 will have 1 half double crochet in the first 3 stitches, and of course remember to mark your stitch. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. There's 1, 2. And then repeat that pattern all the way around, and round number 5 will have a total of 40 stitches. Alright, now that's the end of our round 5, and it had 40 stitches in it. So our round 6, we're just going to keep on increasing like we have been. And then again, remember, you make this as big as you want it. So you will, since we did our beginning with 8, you will increase 8 stitches all the way around each time you go all the way around. So now our round 6 is going to have 1 half double crochet in the first 4 stitches, and then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. That's already made 1, so 2, 3, 4, and then 2 half double crochets in the next. There's 1, 2, and you're going to repeat that all the way around, and then row 6 will have a total of 48 stitches. Okay, that's the end of round 6, and I'm going to go ahead and measure just to see how many more rounds I think I've got to go. So I've got a few more rounds to go because I need to be about 8 inches long. So row 7. Alright guys, we're starting row 7 now, and on row 7 what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and 1 half double crochet in the next
5 stitches. Make sure that you mark that first half double crochet that you made. I almost forgot to do that here, so just make sure you mark that first half double crochet that you made. And then this row 7 is going to have a total of 56 stitches in it. So again, 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and 1 half double crochet in the next 5 stitches, and repeat around. We are now on row 8. On row 8, we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and then 1 half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. Make sure you mark that first half double crochet you made. In row 8, we'll have a total of 64 half double crochets, so you just repeat that pattern all the way around, guys.
That's right at 8 inches. So let's see, will my cell phone just fit in that? It will. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to do a single crochet in the last stitch, and on my final pull through I'm going to pull through 2 strands of black yarn. Grab my black yarn here. Alright, now I'm not going to fasten off my tan or buff colored yarn. I'm going to keep that attached, and I'm going to leave kind of a big tail here so I can make sure I work it in really, really well. And I'm going to just do 1 half double crochet in each stitch now, all the way around with my black yarn. And it's kind of curling inward, and I want it to curl like this. I want this to be the outside and this to be the inside. So I'm going to curl it the way I want it to curl. And I may have to straighten it a couple of times because that's the way life is sometimes, right? And I'm going to do my invisible join, so I'm going to put my hook in this first half double crochet that I made, and then I'm going to see these loops. I'm going to put the loops now back on the hook, and I'm going to pull it through this direction, and I'm going to fasten off the black. So I'm just going to go ahead and fasten off my black now. And since I like working things in as I go, I'm just going to go ahead and work these ends in, because that will make me happier when I'm finished. To me, it's a little bit harder too when you're making something like a purse to work these ends in at the very end, just because you have to kind of turn it inside out and do all of that stuff. So it's not quite as handy as it is when you very first finish. So let me go ahead. I tie them off, and I'm also going to work them in. So I'm just going to go into the back stitches here behind the black. Oops. And that will work. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So I'm going to grab the black here and my yarn needle. I'm going to work that in. Now I'll tie that off. Now I'm going to grab my buff colored yarn. I'm just going to pick up, I'm going to work in the back loop. So I'm going to chain one. I'm going to start in the same stitch that I chained one in. I'm just going to half double crochet in the back loop all the way around. 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Alright, so now I'm going to work in continuous rounds again, and I'm going to just do 1 half double crochet per stitch in each stitch all the way around until I get to 8 inches. But when you do this, make sure you mark the first stitch that you made on each round so you don't end up not knowing where you started at. So again, I'm just going to, like normal, 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. I did not mark that first one. See, I forget sometimes too. And then I'm going to do this until I have 8 inches high. So this is the bottom right here, and the black row kind of tells me where that bottom is. So I'm going to do it, I did 8 inches across, now I'm going to do it 8 inches tall. So I will see you back here when I am 8 inches tall, or however tall that you need to make yours. Again, 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around to your 8 inches tall, or however tall you want yours to be. So now I finished the height that I need, so I'm going to do a couple more. So mine has drifted from this middle seam a little bit, and that's kind of normal for it to do that. So I've got maybe 1, 2, 3 stitches. So I'm going to do 1 half double crochet, then I'm going to do a single crochet, and then I'm going to do 1 more single crochet, and I'm going to grab my black yarn now. Now I'm going to color change to black. So I'm just going to pull my black through, but I'm going to leave my brown attached still. So make sure you leave your brown or tan or whatever color you have attached. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do double crochets, 1 in each stitch all the way around. And you can pull that tighter, just FYI. And again, I'm using 2 strands of black. Okay, and this last one I'm going to go down here. And then I'm going to do an invisible join. So I'm going to take my hook out. I'm going to start it into the back of that first double crochet that I did. And I'm going to put my loops back on my hook. And I'm going to pull my yarn through. I'm going to take this back out. Of course, you want this towards the back. And now I'm going to switch back to my tan color. Make sure I get this other color out of the way. And I'm going to chain 1 and pull the black tight, and I'm not undoing the black yet. Again, you can see that I'm not undoing the black. Now I'm just going to do 1 single crochet. Okay, let's turn it. And guys, if you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing to my channel. It just means the world to me every time I get a new subscriber. I'm literally celebrating, guys. So please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and ring the bell if you want to see new projects that I come. Alright, got one more stitch. Then I'm going to slip stitch to the first stitch that I made. And now I'm going to fasten off my brown color. I'm going to again color change to black. I'm going to chain 1. And now what I'm going to do is just a little bit different. I'm going to do a single crochet in each stitch, but I'm going to do single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1. That makes it, I don't know, a little bit stand out just a little bit more. And then do that one each stitch all the way around. Okay, now we're going to do another invisible join. So we're going to insert our hook in that first single crochet we made, and we're going to put our loops on and pull it tight, and now we're just going to fasten it off. Now we get to work in our remaining ends. We did work in some earlier. Make sure you just pull them tight. Alright, now we're going to make our drawstrings. So I'm going to use my tan yarn. You obviously can use whatever color that you want. I'm going to leave the ends just a little bit long. And I am going to just chain. Alright, now I'm going to see if this is big enough to fit around it. Yours may be different than mine, so you just want to make sure it's big enough to fit around it, plus probably a few more inches. I'm going to set those aside for just a bit, and I'm going to grab my black yarn. I'm just going to get a piece that's pretty long, and I'm going to make a few little details here. And grab my yarn needle. Then I'm going to go through the bottom part, attach my yarn. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it back to the correct side. I'm just going to do little things here, little marks. And obviously, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. Or you can do more or less than me. Alright, so now I'm just going to fasten it off down here. Then on this one, this is where the brown ties are going to go through. So I'm just going to go on the bottom of these and do something similar. Excuse the background noise. My giant puppy dog's playing with the toy. fasten this off now. Okay, now we are going to grab our handles. I'm like, what are these called again? Oh yeah, handles. Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to, again, thread it through the double crochets here. Let me find which is the back. This is the back side. So, and they'll stretch, which is nice, just by the way. So I'm going to skip, I'm going to weave this in and out. I'm going to skip about, I think, 3 stitches here. Yeah, so I'm going to skip 3 stitches and work my way through here. Till I get to about the middle of the other side. So we'll skip 3 again here. This will be the end. So we're going to skip 2. The very last one I'm going to skip 2, not 3. And then this is what I'm going to do this one too. I'm going to skip 2. Then I'm going to pull this one. There will be 1 stitch in between. And this isn't quite lined up, so I'll just pull this through. Alright, so now we've got that. So we could just do it like this. Actually, let me just do that. That looks nice. Let's see if we tie this up. There we go. That's super cute. Now, I do have to work these ends in though, because we don't want anything coming out. Whenever I find my yarn needle. And again, I'm just going to cut this off. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So at first I thought I wanted to do 2, but that was not what I wanted after seeing it all put together, which is okay. All right, and here we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed making this little bag with me. It's super cute and super fun to make. You could make more details obviously if you wanted to, and of course this is supposed to be big enough to put like a cell phone in, or if you wanted to put like, you know, your compact or whatever else. Maybe I'll put like some crochet and stuff in here. And there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed making this with me. If you did, let me know in the comments, and subscribe to my channel. Happy hooking, everybody.